You are now tuned into Sunday Coffee Chat, hosted by Shayle Saeed and Mia Rutherford. This podcast is brought to you by the Beauty Institute and the Lash Artists and PMU Artists Club, where we discuss all things Lash and PMU. Join us live on Clubhouse, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. Thanks for listening. Grab your coffee and stay tuned. Congratulations! So you're still setting up the new shop. I forgot. Tell us about.
Yeah, you know how when moving you have to become everything, like the the business owner, the janitor, the receptionist, everything. Right now, I'm like the interior decorator, and I kind of suck at it. So I'm just trying to pull some ideas together and get motivated.
Yeah, transitioning is hard. That's what this room I intended it for be to be about, transitioning from 2021 and elevating into 2022. And I wanted to hear what everyone's direction for 2022 is. I know the industry is growing super, super, super quickly. By the way, if anybody wants to join us up here, because I don't like talking to myself, Ashley, Brandy, I know you're. I don't know how to say your name, Bibi. Anybody who wants to come up to the stage, you guys can do so right now. Oh, hey, Ashley. Okay.
Ashley,
I like when Ashley's on stage. She's
Good
super cool.
morning.
Hey, girl.
oh, I
Hey,
see
sorry.
you too. Hey,
I
y'all.
just wanted to put a disclaimer out there. I am driving. I'm on like a 2-hour drive right now. So if my audio is a little shoddy, that's what it is.
No, your audio actually sounds really good. I like it when you're on stage because I know you run your business and you always have really good advice. So it's
Love
really good. So
you. Thank
yeah, no problem. Yeah, if anybody else wants to join us up here, and you guys want to share some of your business advice with us and just kind of chit chat, just raise your hand and we'll bring you up on stage. I know that April should be coming in a little bit. I know she has something to add to the conversation as usual. So I think the room will grow later on when everybody else joins, but we could just get started.
I have a
Um,
question for you, Shay.
yeah, go ahead.
You sound so calm, man. Where are you at? And I want to be there. I saw your pictures. They look so beautiful.
I'm in Clearwater and I just woke up a little bit ago. I think that's where my voice sounds super calm from. Like I'm not even fully like I didn't finish my cup of coffee yet. But we're in Clearwater, Florida.
Oh,
So
wow. I was
yeah.
like, I had to be in the Keys.
No, no. The Keys are nice. I've never been. My parents have been, but they didn't talk so good about the Keys, so I didn't end up going to the Keys because they made them sound not cool.
Nice.
So anyway, I guess the conversation is for me like wrapping up the year right now after Black Friday is over. Now we have like the holiday Christmas sales gonna come up. So I think for 2021 it's basically over and now everybody's thinking about like okay, what are we doing next year? So that's where my headspace has been for the past week. After Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all that stuff kind of calmed down, I think everybody, even the stock market, all of the businesses are experiencing like a free fall. Like if you look at the entire economy right now, everything is down, 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 like slow for everybody. So, if that's happening in your business, that is completely normal. Ashley, Mia, what are your thoughts about did you feel like a sudden kind of halt after a super rush on Black Friday? Did you guys experience kind of a slowdown?
I actually didn't do, maybe I don't know if this is because I didn't do any Black Friday sales. I didn't have any Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales at all. Like I didn't participate in that. So honestly, Shay, I haven't experienced. In fact, I've actually experienced bit like we've been a lot busier. So I wonder if it has to do with the fact that I didn't do one of those sales, maybe.
Are you also online?
Yes, we're online. We're in person. So all of our business has been pretty much steady as usual. I don't know if I would guess that it has to do with the fact that I didn't do any Black Friday.
Right. Yeah, I think for us, like for me in the service-based area, like the services at the salon and stuff, that's always been steady for me just because my book is basically full in advance, so that kind of stays the same. But online, I feel like we had this like crazy halt, like not halt, like this crazy rush, I would say around Black Friday, and then it just kind of like calmed down. And I think it is because we were doing a lot of promotion, so people were really, really, really excited. And then after the sale was over, they're like kind of calmed down, which is super normal. And I think we're seeing it everywhere. So Mia, Kim, Sharon, what are your thoughts on that? We'll start with Mia.
I'm in a similar boat to Ashley. I did not do any promotions for Black Friday or Cyber Monday, but what I did do giveaways in the club, and we're going to continue to do giveaways. We'll do one today, as well as just continue to follow us so we can include you. But one thing that I noticed this year compared to other years prior, that the sales were started earlier. Usually they start like Black Friday. It's like I feel like that's the offset to like your Thanksgiving, getting ready for Christmas and stuff. But I feel like it might have happened maybe even 2 weeks earlier. So by the time Black Friday came along, everybody already their sales were out and a lot of people knew about it. So this year, just because of my transition of moving and like revamping my whole teaching strategy, I didn't do any promotions, but I noticed around me on Black Friday, it was just flooded. Like so many people had so many sales, which was good. But it was just like, it was a lot. It was a lot this
Yeah, I saw sales from like everything from products to courses to services, and we don't do services anymore. We closed our salon last summer, so we haven't. My husband does models here and there, and I do models here and there, but we don't actually have a service based business anymore. So I wonder if that like affects why we didn't, didn't really feel that.
I think you probably have a strong like business model and you've been doing focused work for the past like year or 3 years. So I think once you're 3 years in a strategy, you don't feel a dip. Whereas I think with me, I did so many changes within just 1 year where I was transforming my business like to be a lot more digital. And I don't even think we crossed like the yeah, I think we just crossed like the 11-month mark. So I think in like my business path or journey, like it's inevitable that that's going to happen because it's still a baby. Like I still consider everything we have a startup even. So maybe you've been in the course like maybe your business cycle is just a little bit more evolved.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, and I think also we went to the Lash conference. I don't know if you guys are familiar, because I know Shay, you're in the PMU industry, but there's this huge conference. It's like one of the bigger conferences right now internationally, and it was really big, and we had a really big success. So
year.
maybe just getting all that exposure, yeah, LashCon, we got a lot of exposure from that event, and we connected with like hundreds and hundreds of people. And so I know that a lot of the business that we got over the last month was definitely contributed from that event. So I'm gonna definitely say that being involved in that probably.
Oh my God, that's a great point to bring up. Like, real life events are totally essential for businesses like ours. I haven't been active in any of these conferences or anything like that. I didn't even know they existed up until I became friends with Mia. And then Mia's always like, I'm here, I'm there, I'm here, and she's always at different events connecting with different people. So actually, my connection with Mia is the reason I have become a lot more social in the industry. And then also Clubhouse. like because of Clubhouse existence, now I can connect, you know, every Sunday we try to gather people in the industry together and connect with each other, which is so different, I think, for all of us. But yeah, thank you, Mia and Ashley, for bringing up these events and stuff, because you know, a lot of people don't even know about them, and they're kind of advertised, but you would have to know, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Conversation to Kim. Hey Kim, this is your first time, I think, with us on stage. I want to say hello and thank you for being here. Also, ask, you know, for what's on your mind to contribute to the conversation.
Good morning, everyone. So it's been a while since I've been on here. We've just been super busy. Friends with Mia.
Cool.
I'm out in Houston. Yeah,
Morning,
so
Kim.
hey, we are in a transitional phase. So we didn't do any Black Friday sales. We actually just opened our own salon suite, and like a psychopath, we opened December 1st in the middle of all the madness and craziness. So we are definitely a baby business. And yeah, we just opened our doors. So we didn't do any Black Friday sales. Just trying to get everything up and running. And it's just a lot of work.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah, like 7 years ago, I think we opened our salon in December. It was the weirdest time to open. I remember we opened December 7th, 2000, I think 14 or 15. I forgot which year exactly. But it was crazy because it was in the middle of, like, yeah, as you said, madness, and you don't know what to expect. Like, you don't know if you should be busy, if you're not busy, because it's December, it's snowing. I mean, where I'm from, it would be snowing all the time. So if it was slow because we just opened, we'd blame it on the snow. And, you know, then we'd try to do specials, but it was like, okay, you don't know which specials to do. And then in January, everything stops. So sorry if I cut off for a second, but yeah, it is a little bit weird. But congratulations.
Thank you. Luckily for us, so there's three owners. We're in Houston. It's called Core Salon Suites. We've been lashing together for 8 years, so all of us come with full books. So that's one thing we don't stress about, is having our clientele. It's which is nice, very nice. It's just really just getting everything together with COVID. Houston, everything's backed up in terms of like permits from the city and all of that, fun stuff. But we're gonna make it happen.
No, that's great. I love that. I love the energy. Sharon, thank you so much for being here. How are you, and what are you thinking about?
Hey, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. I would say, from my personal perspective, business is better than it was last December at this time, if I would compare 2020 to 2021. I offer both from a service perspective, makeup, lash extensions. And in May of 2020, I launched and actually started offering magic lashes. So I still have a promotion going through Christmas. I launched, of course, a little bit before Black Friday. Have had some of my regulars, back still, as far as lash extensions. They came back full force. But as far as the magic lashes, still kind of leveled out. It's up, its business is higher on the selling perspective, more so from 2020, from more so from than what I did in 2020. If that makes sense.
That's amazing. I think every year you should experience some sort of growth. So it's good. That means, you know, you've been growing. I think it would be weird, let's say that you were open like 3 years ago and then your third year is slower than your first year, then you would know, okay, I'm doing something wrong. But since that's not the case for you, I think you know, you're doing it right. And I'm just so happy that I feel the economy has completely, in my opinion, is back to normal from COVID. I don't feel I don't feel any like setbacks or interruptions from the whole COVID thing anymore in the business. Are you guys still experiencing any setbacks or any like type of things that you wouldn't have experienced any other years because of COVID, or is it over for you guys?
My county, where I am in California, I don't know what it is about our political climate, but like our county does not give a crap about like masks or like anything. So I think for us, it pretty much feels like normal again. Again, we don't do services, and I think that that's why maybe my experience may be a little bit different than others. But as far as like training classes and coaching and all that stuff, it seems pretty much back to normal. I think for a minute it was crazy busy, like I would say when everyone in California was getting that surplus of unemployment and stuff, it was definitely like extra busy. But now I think we're just kind of right back to our normal holiday crazy, because obviously during this time of year, like you don't even have time to sleep because you're so busy. I think we're kind of back to that regular crazy, if that makes sense. I don't.
No, that makes absolute sense because I remember when we were COVID busy. I don't know why I'm calling it COVID busy, but
But
I
we get it.
remember,
We get it.
yeah, no, it was insane. Like people just could not wait to do what they wanted to do, and it created this like sense of if I don't do it now, we're going to shut down again and I'm never going to get to do it, whether it's a course or browse or whatever. Um, so yeah, it was insane, like insane. So now it's not that insane anymore. And honestly, like it did get me a little bit big headed when we were that insane. I was like, holy crap, like
Same.
I
No,
am
same. I was like, we're
yeah.
gonna be rich. Like, this is how it's gonna be. But then, I heard this thing, and I've been kind of repeating it a lot. I've been regurgitating it. So I'm sorry if you guys have heard me say it already, but I really want to share this. A lot of people on social media are like, especially trainers, coaches, and stuff, have been kind of like bragging almost on their like when they're I'm sorry, when they're advertising their courses and saying like, you can do what I did because I built a six-figure business during a pandemic. If I could do it, you could do it. And at first, and I have to take like full accountability. At first, I even fell into that trap. I was like, wow, like you did that during a pandemic. This and that. This is huge, and it was very attractive to me. I definitely bought some courses and paid for some training based off of similar phrases like that. But then I was in this conference, and Gary Vaynerchuk was there, and he talks and he was doing like a Q&A, and he basically says like, I'm tired of hearing people say that. I'm tired of hearing people brag, or at least in the United States anyway, about how they're so business savvy because they grew a successful business during COVID. And he's like, there was a surplus of money. Like our government printed trillions of dollars to give extra money to people in the United States. And of course, like, what do people do with extra money? Like, what do people do with money they didn't like necessarily earn themselves? They blow it on stuff that they normally wouldn't buy. And if you're selling them on hope and all this stuff, then of course they're going to buy it because they didn't work for that money. So, not taking away from the fact that we worked hard and we had a wonderful year. You obviously still worked really hard if you had a great year, but like not to inflate your ego because your business did well during COVID. Like, let's see who continues to thrive and do well after, when people only have their own hard-earned money. And that was really monumental for me. So I hope that kind of gave a little bit of insight on what we're talking about.
Oh my god, no, you nailed it. Absolutely, because I felt like COVID basically gave me this like kind of like a trampoline jump in my business. And not to say that, I don't want to ever say that COVID was a good thing or whatever. It was awful. A lot of people did not have a good time during that time. But if you were in the online business industry, I'm sorry, but people were all on their phone. There was nothing else to do. There was no bars, no restaurants, no clubs, nothing, like no work, nothing that socially people regularly spend time on was available, so they were all online.
Giving us
And
their
if
money.
exactly, so if they were online, and especially in my business, like I was selling like a course, um like it gave people something to do. You know, a lot of people don't have hobbies, or they're like, okay, this is the perfect time to learn something.
especially
So
in the California and the United States where you have extra money now too.
we sold so much in California as well. Like that's still our biggest state. I think California just is one of those states that's I think I call them hyper consumers. Um
Absolutely. It's our culture. We have a culture here in California.
yeah, I call it a hyper consumer because they are loyal. They purchase everything that you come out with that's new. They're super into beauty. So I love California.
We love you too.
So, but yeah, I mean, it was like a worldwide thing that people were in, and if your business happened to fall into that, like y- obviously hard work and like all of that matters, but the situation wasn't to your advantage. So you're right, Ashley. Like I completely agree with you. It is not a brag. If anything, it's like you had a helping hand.
Right. And
Like
obviously we should give ourselves credit for taking advantage, but don't over kind of over plan and think you're going to continue to always make that same amount of money that easily, I should say. There you go, that easily.
easily, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's completely possible because I've seen a lot of companies like make well over like what so what we made in COVID, and I know it's possible with like as I said, it depends on the business cycle that you're in. But definitely, I think everybody being at home on their phone online definitely gave any online business a helping hand. And two, like I don't think it's okay for people to blame it on like how smart they are, because naturally in our industry everybody levitates to training after they hit like a certain success phase in their business cycle. So it's like inevitably we were going to be training, and inevitably we were going to be trading online. So I think that we just kind of fell into it. So I would call it more so like luck, because we couldn't have predicted COVID. Then I do think that we got lucky with that in our industry. Like I'm not gonna even blame it on anything else. We wouldn't have planned to fall into it the way we did. um I think the only thing that I can give it with our industry is how well we adapt, whether it's a new trend or a beauty whatever, or like people switching online. Like I see so many entrepreneurs in the beauty space adapting extremely quickly. It's insane, and it makes me super happy to see women thriving in the beauty space that well and that fast. And I think we can all see it, like how we all evolved like into the online training space. And not only that, like every time we see a new trend, like you see somebody come out with a tool for it, like immediately. People are fast. Like people in this industry move fast, and I think besides like getting lucky, I definitely think it's how fast we move. By the way, guys, I don't know if I'm breaking up. Am I breaking up when I speak?
Not at all.
You sound really good, real clear.
Okay, cool. Because I don't know, this hotel's Wi-Fi has been kind of messy. But I know we have let's see, Merica here on stage. Hi Merica, how are you? It's so good to see you. What are your thoughts so far?
Hi guys. So yeah, I just literally joined like 5 minutes ago, and as I was going through my drive, I kind of losing signal. So I know you guys talking about the online, and that's what I caught. We do actually offer online courses, and I feel that it is the way forward. Of course, there is certain beauty treatments what is going to be actually impossible to do the online courses, like what they are very very hands on. But what I've noticed with our business when it comes to the online, during the COVID, it has actually grew because yeah, many people were off from their work, and I think it kind of like made them rethink, like, do I really want to continue in my business, or do I want to do something else? And also the beauty therapists, what they have been already in the beauty, they were thinking, because I ask every kind of like client, like, oh, what made you, to do beauty courses and stuff like that. So they said that normally when they are super busy before COVID, they don't really have time, because if you're running quite successful business, very often we are kind of like, we work for ourselves, we start just us, and then slowly you kind of gain more and more what you say, like colleagues. But at the beginning it's just yourself, and you kind of like work from in the morning till at night. That's how we started at the beginning. So they said, oh my god, sometimes the COVID came like a blessing, because it made me kind of like calm down, and now I have enough time to do something what I always wanted. So that's when they bought our courses. But we've been really lucky, because we didn't have only online courses, but I was offering Zoom call courses as well. So they literally felt like they were with me in our salon. Everything in online on over in our online courses, it's pre-written, all the videos of the treatment, it's there already. So kind of like they can't go wrong. And when they do Zoom call with me, this is just me sitting there and just watching them how they do it. So I found it really, really easy, like really easy. But like I said, when it comes to certain treatments like permanent makeup, that's definitely, I would like to take the course like hands on, where I would go sit in the class and have some trainer next to me and watch me what I'm doing, because it's like much harder than if you do spray tan or sticking lashes on or just doing the lash lift. So yeah, I think it definitely it grew during the COVID. And I think it was kind of blessing for some of the people, because like I said, they either didn't have time or made them rethink to start a new job in that kind of in the beauty industry. So yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I think you're right. It did make a lot of people rethink their career path. Like I think I got so many people reaching out to me during with email during 2020 end of 2020, and they were saying, oh, like I'm a nurse, or I'm a this, or I'm a that. And they would tell me like their current career, like I think it was a lot of dental hygienists, like people that naturally already worked with people, but they wanted to do something more, I guess, more fun. So I do remember a lot of those emails coming through. So I'm glad that you brought that up, because I think a lot of people joined the beauty industry recently as well. um I know Michelle Rath here is on stage. I love when she's always here, because she has a super, super amazing lash business. And I know, Michelle, you're online heavily. I was saying, for Black Friday this year, Mia mentioned that the sales started kind of before Friday, like a week before Friday, which I did notice too, and I did participate in that myself. We launched our sale from the Monday before to the Monday after. So, what I was saying is, this is kind of the closing roundup for the year. As far as for me, like I still know that we have holiday sales coming up, but nothing like the Black Friday sales, in my opinion. So, um we were talking about how we experienced this like insane upwards trend during the Black Friday sales. Like, people are super hyper online, they're ready to buy. And so if you have a good offer, it's like you sell, 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 sell. And then right after Monday, when the sales are gone, you get some messages like, hey, are the sales still on? Are the sales still on? And you could choose to honor or not honor for the people that are reaching out after. And then I think now I brought up that, the stock market and a lot of other industries are experiencing this like downfall, this like free fall of, and it's not really a free fall, it's just getting back to normal, but it feels like a free fall because of the hyper activity that was happening the week prior. But I wanted to ask, like, how is your business, like, what, I guess, like, how are you handling that? Are you experiencing that? Are you feeling any of that? Or like Ashley said, she's not feeling any of it. It was really steady during Black Friday. I think Ashley, you probably experienced a little bit of a surplus just because people are ready to buy, but me and Ashley have not experienced any, like, I call it like a slide, like you go up and then you go down. I definitely felt it. Michelle, I'm gonna ask you like how you handle that, or how your business like felt about that, and then April, I know you'd love that question, so we'll pass the mic to you after.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning. So we did things differently this year. We didn't start our sale early, and I have to tell you that for us was the best move we could have made, because our sale was so successful by not starting early. So we really have changed the way we promote. Everything is, really targeted. We have such large email lists, so that really helps us. But the way that we marketed really had people waiting and waiting to purchase, and we had different sales on different days, and that made a real difference for us. So some things that maybe we weren't selling as much of, we highlighted, let's say on a Sunday, which is always, for us, our slowest day of the week. And so that really helped that week to really stay consistent with Friday. So best sale that we've ever had. And I think, yeah, I
Woo!
think things, yeah, thank you. And I think things even out. So, like Monday and Tuesday, they definitely drop. We're not doing the same sales, obviously, but we're back to our normal, like, daily sales. So for us, our overhead is so incredibly high. We have to do an exorbitant amount of money every month just to break even. So we're really consistent about marketing. As everyone knows, anyone who's taking coaching or listens to me on social media, I think marketing is the name of the game. And as April can really attest to, marketing has gotten complex, right? So retargeting ads and following the train from, when somebody clicks into something, how they follow through. We follow all of that. So I think, I think really understanding that. I will say I'm so happy you guys had such a great um, time during COVID. I would say anyone that's in my part of the industry really struggled. Any of the large companies, I know people that own all of the large companies that are supplies, they struggled. You can see them changing locations, downsizing locations, everybody thinking they were going to close down in 2020, 2021. People started to come back, but it was slow for sure. Now we're back. But I do think online training is definitely the trend. But I will say our in-person classes are selling out. We almost always have to add another date for at least one of the classes, and they sell out consistently. Like we rarely have a class that isn't completely full. So I think, do I think that there's a place still for in-person classes? For sure. For sure. In what we do, because I think a lot of what we do is so hands-on. But I think if you understand marketing, so I think whether you're like, if you're in the audience and listening and you're just in services or anything else, it's marketing. I see people all the time just not really understanding marketing. They're just making a post on Instagram thinking they're going to have, full clientele. It's just not the case. It's just, you know, algorithms and everything else that, is just complicated. So great Black Friday. Love the trend of people coming back strong. I think in order to keep that trend going, though, you have to be consistent with your.
I 100% agree with that. I think marketing is key, and you're right. It's not just making a pretty post. It's the nerdy stuff. It's like, I think I'll get into kind of like what we do. So what we do is we have a lot of ads going around on Facebook and stuff, and then the way we sell, basically, some people buy specifically from the ad, but it's not as much as the people that follow our page for a little while, and I call it like warming them up. Then we warm them up a little bit, then we offer like some, maybe something small for them to transition into that's usually free, and then eventually, like, a few, whenever they decide, we put out an offer, and then that is when they buy because they're not cold traffic anymore. So that's like one funnel that we have, but it's a lot of different funnels, and a lot of different, like, subgroups of people that, this might work on this group of people, whereas this might work on another group of people. It's a lot of testing. It's a lot of saying, okay, this copy works, this copy doesn't, this creative works, this creative doesn't. It's a lot of like switching out creative and copy and all the boring stuff. I mean, it's not boring to me, but like it is more boring than like most stuff that we do. So you're absolutely right. Like, it is super about marketing, and like, you're right too about the overhead with marketing. It can get pretty expensive, even sometimes, like, in the beginning, when there's no trust, no reviews, stuff like that. Like, you might be paying more to have somebody buy your class than the classes cost. So sometimes you might be losing in the beginning, which is fine. So I know, April, like, I know you have like a million thoughts in your mind right now. But yeah, I'm just gonna give you the mic, and you can steer the conversation in whatever direction.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Morning, April.
Good morning. I totally agree. I'm going to say I agree with everything Michelle said. It's more complex. For us, well, we've had our online business. If I came into the conversation late, so I'm not 100% sure, but I did hear some other people saying, moving online after COVID and things like that, changed for them. I remember in 2018, I did an online summit where I had, people that had a big following, or, were teaching and things like that, speak. And it was kind of like, now we see that all happen a lot, virtual summit. And that was like a new thing for the permanent makeup industry, but not new in other industries. And people were like, wow, what made you do that? Well, I just thought that we needed it for our industry. And again, it wasn't my idea. Other industries were doing it. And now we see, of course, that's mainstream, and people are like, okay, in both lash, permanent makeup, and beauty industry, learning from others online. Um, and at that time, in 2018, that was kind of a novel concept, and it was also, people were a little leery for things like that. And now we see, people are buying online classes. They're, understanding that there is, so much value in that, in building your business. If you buy it, and it's not just what I call, they say self-study, and then there's also shelf study, where you just buy it and then you never actually do it. So if you actually do it, then you can really take your business to, new levels in terms of marketing, or training, things like that. I did want to talk about, and you could probably guide me, because we were up late, the family, watching Home Alone, our family, and decorating the tree and doing our family tradition. So we were up past midnight last night. But one of the things that they talk about in the marketing world is this thing called Q5. And Q5, which is not, we know, quarter one, quarter two, obviously there's really only 4 quarters, but Q5 in the marketing world is this week that is right after Christmas. And so it's usually like, December 26th, and it doesn't kind of really start till the 27th, till, New Year's Eve. And that is actually a very popular buying time, as well. So people are still in a holiday festive mood. It's not, that in terms of advertising in the marketing world, people, generally spend a lot of money Q4, and then in terms of buying ads and things like that. So ads are more expensive, and then in Q1 it usually drops off. So ads become there's less inventory, and so it's since it's a lottery for most ads. They get a little bit less in cost and things like that, and you'll get a little bit more reach and things like that for your money. But this Q5 can also be a very strategic time to, target clients with a new you, or, looking your best. Obviously, there's still the holiday for New Year's Eve of, going out looking great. So that's something to think about if anybody is, feeling like, oh, I missed Black Friday, or I wasn't able to get something together. Really there's still the whole month of December, and that last week. If you need the break, then definitely take a break. But there's definitely time to still make some money if you feel like you missed the boat. You didn't. And I'm done, but I'll take any questions.
Oh my God, I love that you brought that up, April. So I was not aware that there's something called Q5 at all. This is new information for me, but it's funny because me and my husband, we were working on our strategy for, the next few weeks coming up. And what we decided was like doing the whole new you thing. So I guess we were doing the Q5 thing because I don't think we're gonna do a lot of Christmas stuff this year just because we don't have a lot of content. We kind of missed the boat for Christmas. We don't have anything planned for Christmas and we don't have time. So we figured, okay, we'll bring back a lot of the Black Friday sales around that time, but the whole direction we're going in is we want to help people transition into 2022 with like new skill or new way to elevate their business, because we wanted to market it in a way like, okay, 2022 is going to be the year where you take your income to a higher level, or you be the person you want to be in your business, and whatever that entails for the person, and how we can help. That was kind of like the direction we wanted to go in. So I guess we were participating in the whole Q5 thing, but we didn't know we were. So yeah, I'm gonna do popcorn style. I know Ashley or Michelle or Marika probably have something to say.
Well, to be quite honest, I have a team that does a lot of our marketing stuff. So I didn't know about Q5, but I love it. I always love listening to April. And so what I do is after I listen to April, I go to my team and say, okay, what are we doing for Q5?
Oh my God, I did that the other clubhouse too. April said something about the cost per click being super high right now. And I go up to my marketing team and I was like, hey, what are you guys doing? Like, what are we doing right now? And they're like, Shay, calm down. Like, this is normal. And then they like showed me how everything is like adding up fine. And they're like, yeah, you're freaking out. But like, yeah, like I always learn something from April, and then I like walk up with that new information, like, so like, what are you guys doing?
So the
So
consensus is that you guys need to book a consultation with April, because April is amazing. I have a quick story that April helped us out when we were at the conference last month. We had like no real plan for our to make sales. The people that were putting that conference on kind of pre-warned us that the conference, typically people don't make a killing at these conferences, particularly theirs, because of how expensive the tickets are and how mostly people are there for education. So we really didn't anticipate to make very many sales. But thanks to April kind of helping me out and walking me through what I should do and what she thinks would work, I doubled, almost tripled what we had anticipated to sell. And we actually had to send someone back to our hometown to go get more inventory because we sold out of basically everything. So April knows her stuff, guys. Book a consult with.
love it. Love it.
Thanks, Ashley. Yeah, I think the thing is that, first of all, I geek out on all things marketing and all things beauty, but really having a plan. I mean, you've heard the cliche, if you, p- um, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. It's really just, really knowing that obviously that there are going to be swings and they're in the market and times where there's going to be more buying, and if you set your business up to capitalize on that, then that's going to be great. Look for that opportunity. There's definitely opportunities. And to Shay's point, yes, the new year is usually filled with new hope, but there's a lot going on in the world, obviously, and you could say, oh, well, there's a lot going on. I don't think it's a good time to advertise or market my business. But, there are always people that are wanting to buy. And, again, sometimes our services can really give them the confidence that they need that can be life changing. So we don't want to keep putting our services out there. We need to be available. We need to be relevant. We need to be visible, and then voice our value. Visible and then voice your value is what I say.
Yeah, I love that. And I really think that that translates into services as well, because I feel like a lot of people that are listening are service providers. And so what I see so many times once somebody gets to me is that they maybe have 500 followers and they're doing posts that may be similar to the type of posts that I'm doing. So they're not reaching the right people, right? New potential clients, or they don't have a website, or they don't have ways to actually branch out and keep a consistent clientele. So what they keep doing is discounting services to where they're not even making minimum wage per hour. Whereas if they understood marketing a little bit better, they could keep their prices high and reach the right clientele for them. So I think all of this information is, whether you're a business and you're selling services, trainers selling classes, or service provider selling services, it all pertains to the same type of marketing, or it all pertains to marketing.
One of the things that I used to do when I was just an early service provider, I used to just pay attention, like Shay was saying, to the geeky stuff, like the insights on my posts and stuff. And that's where having a business page, if you don't have a business page, I really recommend it if you're trying to figure out what your audience likes and what kind of things are going to sell better. One of the things that used to sell is just showing like slow mo videos of me doing facials, or up close videos of like what the lash procedure entails and stuff like that. Just because so many people don't even know, especially if you're in the lash or NPMU industry, they're still, in my opinion, like pretty new. So a lot of people are weary about them. They don't know if they can trust. They've heard horror stories. So to gain that trust, if you just show them kind of like a little bit of behind the scenes, and then they can get a better understanding of what they're signing themselves up for, it's just like a really good marketing thing. And a lot of times we see before and after, but I think people are starting to get, and before and afters, there's businesses who blew up just from really good before and afters. But I think our audience is starting to get a lot more savvy, and they're starting to understand that pictures can be edited. Sometimes even in lash pictures, like the set can look really good, but then they find out that that person is, not doing a good job. People are learning a little bit more about our terminology as time has gone on. So now they know what to look for. Like now that I don't do lashes, some of my clients that I had for 2-3 years are coming back and telling me, I went to this girl, Ashley, and she wasn't isolating my lashes. The lashes were not 1 millimeter away from my skin. I mean, they know these terminologies now, and it trips me out. I was just at a party last night with about 12 of my old clients, and they were all telling me these horror stories about lash artists who weren't cleaning their lashes first. And one of the girls said that she gave her a bar soap to go wash her lashes in the restroom, and just so many things. Yes,
Heard that.
I know. So I'm telling you, straight up horror stories. And they're like, I don't know why I didn't run one. Like, you've taught me more. One of the girls goes, I think I know more about lashes from going to you for 3 years than the girl doing my lashes knew about lashes. So my point is just that our audience is getting a lot more savvy than they were 5 years ago, when some of us, we're kind of just figuring it out ourselves. So we have to start showing them the behind the scenes and showing them like what we're doing and why they should trust us, because they have no idea.
I
Hi,
love that.
can I jump in here real quickly? Hi everyone, I've not been on stages with you guys for a very long time. I just wanted to bring in something that I have learned from speaking to someone who is working with Amazon. Um, I'm just going to say to you guys, please step outside of the lash world to see what's really going on, because the industry is changing for like the complete beauty industry. So soon you will see Amazon tapping into the beauty industry, not just online, but also they're going to be opening up like service space shops and things like that. And one of the things that they, because before it was always really about educating our clients and things like that, making sure they know what's going on with the service. Some want to know that, some just want to come and get their lashes done. What the kind of like consensus is how personal you can make your service now. So for example, if you've got a giant like Amazon where people buy absolutely everything from, there's already that trust there. But so how we can compete in regards to that. Not only are we like more of a small business, but we can also tailor our business to make it a little bit personal. Another thing I would probably say as well is, because the industry is it's growing like 24/7 and it's becoming saturated, I would definitely look at other ways to get out there. Are you like a second stream of income in some other way that you can? I'm not sure how you can do it in the lash industry. Probably look at marketing products properly to your clients. Like maybe it could be your brand. You could create, I don't know, lash random name, Lashes by Mia. I don't know if that's your business name, but you could look at growing in a way to start marketing lash kits to your clients. So that's just something I wanted to share. Like the industry is growing. Soon there'll be salons where your clients can go into rooms, pick what music they want to listen to, pick the lighting that they want. Like this is how the industry is changing. So I just wanted to come and like bring that to you. Yeah, I don't know how you can tailor your business around that. It's that time of the year where I look at my business plan now. And I've looked at it after having speaking to this guy who's working with Amazon to kind of develop the industry. I looked at my business plan and I was like, oh my god, I'm starting again. Like there is so much more that I could be doing, and just making sure my business is even a little bit more personal to my clients. So I just wanted to come up and share that with you guys.
She's right. She's absolutely right. I train CVS cosmetologists and estheticians on ear piercing. CVS now offers ear piercing. CVS also, some CVSs on the East Coast offer hair products, makeup. So Target offers is kind of is rolling out into the salon mode. So she's absolutely right. The whole model is changing and shifting. It really is.
Can I just say quickly? Sorry, Shay. Do you want to go before?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Another way, like they, sorry, Z just mentioned. It could be, we are academy, and I have contacted quite popular brands, and I was asking them if they do like a affiliate or ambassador program where we can buy their product for cheaper and then sell it to our students for kind of similar price of what they offer. So maybe this way, if you are an academy or educator, maybe you can somehow collaborate with the brands what you're using. Or what we do for our students, because they're like, oh my god, I loved your training and stuff like that. So what we asked our students is if they would like to be our affiliates or ambassadors. So that means we give them a special code, and if they put this code on their social media and they say, if you want to train with them, they receive 40% from our online course, like the sold price. So I don't know if I'm making sense. So each sold course, yes, so they receive 40% from the online. And if they recommend our face-to-face course, which is more expensive, but because I'm there actually with them, they receive 10%, but it's still quite nice amount. So literally, just because they recommended us, they receive this money. So maybe it would be worth for you to ask, some of the companies if they do such a thing, so like this you can make extra income as well.
Yeah, I feel like we brought up affiliate marketing in this room so many times because I think April and I don't offer any affiliate marketing, but I am an affiliate for some companies, so I do love the concept. I think it's really nice, and it's a win-win-win. April always talks about ways to win-win-win, right? Speaking of win-win-win, I love all the points that you guys brought up and everything. I think this was a really, really beneficial and great room. I know Ashley mentioned that she got business training with April during the conference, and she said it was the most beneficial thing and that she didn't expect to sell out in the conference because they said, okay, it's a really expensive ticket. People are here to learn, not to buy. So she came in with like kind of a lower inventory. And then April was like, no, no, no. Like, I can make you sell out and not, I can make you, but like, I can help you sell out. And, you did sell out, Ashley, and you ended up, sending a person back to your hometown and to bring in more inventory. So you had super success with April's coaching, and then it made me think, oh my god, like I I want to get coached by April too. I think our business is doing well and everything, but it really like made me think, okay, like I need April's secret sauce, right? So I was talking to April just like a few minutes ago, and April does have a special going on. So April, can you share your special right now with us?
I think there's a way to link in the room now. I think that's a new integration that Clubhouse has. I don't know if she has a link, but I'm pretty sure you could put it at the top of the.
Yeah,
You know,
Mia
it's
did it last time. Mia, can you do link for April?
Yes, I'll do that now.
You know what, Mia? I'll have to create the link because it actually does not, this special does not launch until next week. And then it's our Q5. So I don't think the link is created. I'll message my team. I think I can message my team now. So we won't be able to
Can
put
we
it in
just DM
Clubhouse.
you?
Yeah, they can just DM me.
Okay.
Because I think this special launches next week, and then um, we have different, just like Michelle, we have different specials at different times. So we had our holiday profit maximizer workshop was our pre-Black Friday. Then our Black Friday to Cyber Monday, we had graphic packs and done for you videos, marketing beauty videos. And then we have different specials. And so the special that is actually coming up is actually, it's funny that you said that, is our um, our Q5 special is half off one-to-one coaching. So there's a few things that we do. We have workshops that we do if you just want, some quick tactics on specialized things like, Facebook ads and Instagram ads. We have a workshop on that, or a course that you could say, that's specific for the beauty industry, that is copy and creative, that's written for the beauty industry, examples and things like that, and what we call swipe files. We have different things like that. That workshop will be going on sale next week. And so that will be discounted. And then the Q5 special is one-to-one coaching with me. If you just need, to have a strategic call, it's again, where we hop on a Zoom call, we flesh out what you're doing, where are your blind spots, because we don't know what we don't know, right? And so there's always parts that we can make better. And that the great thing about the one-to-one call is it focuses on what you need at that moment. So might not want to do ads, or you might not want to do something else. And so it's kind of like what's in your wheelhouse, and also what is feels good and aligned with your business, I guess I should say. And so, and works with your current plan. So then we're gonna have half off one-to-one coaching, which is Q5. If you DM me, I can give you any of those links. I'll just get them from my team early, so you can get access to either the um, workshop, the course, which is the Facebook and Instagram ads, if you're interested in that. Again, with it's for beauty businesses, or the other one is one-to-one coaching. Yep.
I think I'm gonna do the one-to-one coaching before 2022 starts. I gotta get in your book. Do you have, I'll ask you later, but I want to get in before the next year just so I can have the April sauce heading into 2022.
Yeah, and thanks for saying that. That's super kind. And the thing is that it doesn't matter if you're just starting out. I have people that are just starting out and they're overwhelmed with, so many things coming at them. And then I've had, businesses that I've done consultations one-to-one with, Karen Betts, and she's got, a multi-million dollar industry that our business with 250 employees. And so, each business, again, whether you're just starting or you're advanced, we just look at what you're doing and we see areas that can be optimized to just tweak it to do a little bit better. And so that's what we do.
That's like literally amazing. Also, who is Karen Betts? That sounds insane. 250 employees. That's
Karen Betts is a permanent makeup artist, and she also has a lash business as well. She started about 20 years ago. She also has an institute she teaches. She's in the UK, United Kingdom, and she's an amazing artist, but she really built a business where she has her products, she has her training, she has, like I said, lashes and permanent makeup, and then so she has teams, and we really went through, what's working for her, what can be optimized, and she really doesn't do her marketing. She has a marketing team, obviously, but everybody has areas that they can optimize their business. So that's what we did.
I love that. That's amazing. Kim, I saw you flash your mic. Did you have anything you wanted to add to the conversation, or were you clapping?
I was just clapping and just really grateful. This was a lot of really, really good information from everyone, and just trying to absorb everything as a new salon owner and baby training business and all of those things. So I appreciate all of you guys being here.
That's so good to hear. Like, I love ending the rooms on a positive note like that because that's the reason why we do these biweekly Sunday rooms is to just kind of create that sense of community and share what's on our minds. We're all kind of on the same boat in the same industry, so it really is nice for me too. Every time we do these biweekly Sunday rooms, not only we're giving back with information to everybody, but I'm learning so much too. Like, I learn a lot from Ashley, April, Michelle, everybody, Mia, who's constantly here. And then if anybody misses it, Katie in the audience, Kathleen, she works with me. She's amazing. Katie, I miss you. I haven't seen you in so long because I've been on vacation, but um yeah, she writes these rooms down, so we do pass them out to everybody that wasn't here. So these we try to optimize, as April says, optimize our time and spread the information to as many people as we can. So I mean, I really love this room. Does anybody have anything on their heart that they want to share before we close the room?
I have a question
I have a question.
actually. Michelle, now that I have you here, I've been meaning to text you. Have we gotten any closer? And I'm sorry I'm being a nag, but for the pro event in Hawaii, do we have any answers yet?
We do. I'm firming up the dates next week. I had another surgery and I had some complications. So the last 3 weeks has been,
Crazy. I'm
yeah, it's more difficult than anticipated. So um, for sure, we'll have it next week. It will be September for sure. That's going to be our date. It is going to
I'm
be
so excited.
September.
I talked about it to everybody. For those of you guys who don't know, Michelle is the person who created and was doing the Hollywood Lash Conference for how many years in a row did you do it?
We did it for almost five. I think it was 5 years. So bad
Yeah.
with dates, Ashley. Sorry. Yeah,
No, no, no,
I think
no.
it was
Yeah,
four
yeah.
or
It's
five
okay.
years.
Yeah, and that was huge, and I was like always wanted to go to that. So I was going to go the year of COVID happened, and that didn't happen. So Michelle's putting on a conference. I don't know if not, Michelle, you want to tell everyone about it?
Well, it's more a boutique conference, and it's really geared towards um, helping people understand their business, and it's really geared for people who are trainers, aspiring trainers, brands, or aspiring brands. Okay, so it's not really for service providers. It's not going to be that kind of information, but it's in Hawaii. The resort that we found is beautiful. It's right on the beach. It's lovely, walking distance to everything. So that makes it fun. So we'll have a lot of events around that. But it's really geared to understanding how to take your business to the next level. Because what I see so often is people just spend $10,000 on cheap products, not understanding the process of everything that goes into that. And someone like April is so helpful in understanding the marketing that goes into that. You can't become a brand just by buying products. People just don't know you, and there's so much that goes into our industry and private labeling. You can't trust these lash brokers on Facebook. People don't even know there's lash brokers. So there's so much that goes into the marketing and understanding, creating products. Maybe you have a product idea. We'll have somebody there, Sujin, who can tell you how you have an idea for a product and take it all the way to market, all the steps that it takes to do that. So much going on there, but it's small, boutique conference that's super hyper focused on results.
I just have to say this is where the best come together. I haven't been able to make the conference due to COVID. I was waiting, and then COVID happened. It's like, oh, I missed it. But just looking at the previous Lash conferences, Hollywood conferences that took place, I've seen the best of the best in the industry, the movers and the shakers, and I definitely think that that's something that we don't want to miss. It's definitely on my list. So thank you for sharing that.
I have a question. Michelle, excuse me, not Michelle. April, can you tell us again what's the Q5, what are those time frames that's considered as a part of Q5, please?
Yeah, so it's after Christmas. So after Christmas, the studies show that people are still in a spending mood.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, people are doing returns and things like that, but they maybe got some holiday cash or gift cards, or there's just this feeling in the air of, um, it's just a festive time. And so marketers have said that last week, right after Christmas and right before New Year's Eve, excuse me, is a great time to run that last kind of push. And usually what marketers are doing is they're talking about, that the idea of a new year, new hope, new you, just all of those things. And so no matter what you're selling, it's a great time to get those sales where it's a lull. A lot of times people are off from work, so you're getting more of their attention. If they're with family, they're not really with family. They're kind of like on their phone or social media. So you have a chance of kind of, getting their attention with an ad or a post of a special that you have, a last minute discount. It's the idea is like, go into 2022 stronger. There's all of this, it's all of that is really about your messaging, but that messaging is really strong. We all know that, come January, we're going to see workout things, and we're going to see, all of this, diet stuff, and certain industries just have a uptake because of New Year's resolutions. Well, the end of December really is a great time still for any time is a great time for the beauty industry, but definitely end of December is that Q5. So don't think, if you need a break, fine, take a break, but don't think, okay, it's the end of the year, things are slowing down. That for some businesses is the busiest week of the entire year. And you can triple your sales in that very last week of December.
Can I add that April is exactly right, especially for training, because that's when people start to reevaluate, set new goals, and want to maybe pursue a new career. So if you have a training business, that's where your marketing should really go, right? And hit its.
Thank you.
Wow, that's so incredible. I got a chance to hear Miss April speak at the Lash Con, and I was just like so moved and enlightening. It's like when April speaks, it's like anybody could do this. She makes it very plain and simple, understandable, comprehensive. And I know that April donated her course here to the Lash Artist PMU artist group so that we can give one out to you guys. So send me a DM. We can do a raffle and we can try to get the course out to you guys listening. It's definitely worth it. It's beneficial. I took the Facebook and IG ad course specifically, and the holiday profit maximizer. And I tell you, April has gone above and beyond to find the details. I mean, like, walk she took it from a empathy standpoint where it's like she is in your business and she kind of guides you, like, this is like, you don't skip a beat. Basically, this is what you need. These are she gave a templates. I believe when it was marketed, I read that it was like 75 templates, but I tell you, it's over 200. Like, she gives you way more than what you think, and I definitely think it's worth it. So please send me a DM so that I can, she's given us some promotional free packets so that I can give them out to you guys. This is major deal, and it's nothing like, I like to refer to it as like railroad tracks, because we're all going through this journey, but there's things that we can be reminded of to maximize on. So I definitely recommend, if you don't follow her, follow April, follow Michelle. All this information is key, and instrumental in taking it to the next level, even if you feel the need to.
Okay, yeah, this room has been incredible. I've been messaging Marilyn in the back. Marilyn's been in the audience listening to us, and she is so awesome and supportive. She messaged me, like, I love this room. And I'm like, me too. I'm learning so much. And I think it's like whenever you have these like amazing ladies on stage and we're all sharing conversation and being transparent and just kind of chit chatting, there's just so much value that can come out of it. And I'm really grateful to be here every other Sunday with you guys. So yeah, this was a really good room. We're like 11 minutes over, which is completely fine because it's a good room. And Michelle, I just want to say, like, I hope you feel better, and I'm sorry that you're going through it with your health, for real. Like, I felt so bad when you said that you had complications with your surgery. That's awful. I hope you feel better, and I hope you recover and enjoy feeling good again. Feeling crappy sucks. And yeah, just I think too, like, I know we're all women here, and I feel like we have so much more complications than than mo- than the other gender. I've definitely gone through it too. This year with my health a little bit, but yeah, I hope you feel better.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm on the upswing. So yeah, yeah, just, it happens and my system's so sensitive. So of course, I was going to have some, difficulties, but all better now and we're definitely going up. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
Yeah, Michelle, you're our rock, and I'm always praying for you. So thank you for giving us an updates, because you're so special. You're so special to us.
right. And thank you for being in the room, even though you're not feeling super 100, like that takes a lot to be able to share when you're not feeling, amazing. And I know you were in here last Sunday, and I felt like you were probably like still on the upswing that Sunday too. And I didn't say anything because you didn't say anything, but I do wish you all the best. And yeah, maybe me and Mia can send you like a care package or something for just being here.
You guys are the sweetest. Oh no, this is my happy place. So I can't sit around doing nothing, for 3 weeks. So I love it. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Um, and then we do, me and April and Mia, I think we mentioned that we do have a giveaway. So I think we decided just like a second ago to do the giveaway on Instagram Live. So that way we can have like more exposure and just kind of get it out to more people. So we'll be live. So stay tuned for that, me and April. And then we'll figure it out, but just stay tuned for a live event that we're gonna do, and we're gonna be giving away one of April's classes for free during the live, and then maybe I'll give away some free stuff too. We'll try to put in like a cute little giveaway for Christmas or something like that. But yeah, it
Me
was so
too.
nice.
Me too. I can give away some class as well.
I love that. You guys see, this is magical. It's just like on the spot, magical. Yeah. Okay. So America, just DM me, April.
Yeah.
Let's do a joint conversation where we could do like a four-way Instagram thing. That way, all our audiences can see it, and we can share audiences and share education and share information, and it's fun.
I
So DM me on Instagram and we'll get a group going, and maybe we'll do it Tuesday. I'm thinking for me, Tuesday's a good day. So we could do something like that, decide on a time. So yeah, this is how magic happens, guys. All right. Yeah, does anybody have anything to say before we leave?
Just
Just
thank
want to
you. Thank you, everyone.
same. I was gonna say together with Ashley. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and Michelle, I hope you're gonna feel better. And thank you so much for today's room. It's been amazing. Lots of knowledge. Thank.
I just wanted to say thanks again. This room, I think, was birthed out of the pandemic. It brought everybody together, and I like having this platform and the connection that we've made. The one thing that happened, we all got busy. Then, it makes it hard to join the rooms because you got clients coming in, and life got crazy. But it's nice that we've still maintained this. Thank you.
I love you guys so much. This is my whole heart. Like Sharon said, we started during in the beginning of the pandemic, and I just checking in with you guys, just seeing your face. You don't have to come on stage, but it just really warms my heart and it really motivates me. Like, I hope y'all kill it this week. I know, just getting these little tips and advice and just even tapping in with you guys, that rubs off on me. So I just hope that you guys just do so good this week, and thank you so much. Your presence means the world to me.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for bringing that up, Sharon. This was birthed out of the pandemic, and I think I'm so happy that me and Mia decided to do something consistent. At first, it was every week, but then I found out, okay, like if it's every week, I don't know if I can commit to it. It like I love these rooms, but I think doing something that was super like doable for everybody was the key to stay consistent. So I think every other week is the most doable because we're all so busy, and so once we decided that every other Sunday, so it's just twice a month, wasn't like really a burden on any of us, like either in the listeners or in the speakers, and then there was more to share. So it was less frequent, but it made these rooms so valuable. This time I didn't really advertise the room. Usually I advertise these rooms. I send out like newsletters and try to get as many people in here as I can. But I am on vacation, so I did Slack, and I think that's why today's room was a little bit smaller. But yeah, I'm so proud of me and Mia and everybody that's been coming here and sharing value for like staying consistent, because to me, being consistent with something is the hardest thing. Like just saying I'm going to do this and actually committing to it. So I am happy that we stuck out to it because I learned so much, and then I always leave these rooms with, um, like a big like maybe what do you say, like a maximized intention. So I'll have an intention, but then like hearing April and Michelle and Ashley like touch on some points that I've been thinking throughout the week that we've probably all been thinking about, it just kinds of like expands that intention and helps me move forward like I guess stronger. So I really do appreciate these rooms as well. And then on that note, I think this is a good time to end. Michelle, April, America, whoever wants to do a giveaway, honestly DM me. We'll try to do like a big giveaway thing, but I also like be careful because I've seen people get banned on Instagrams if they do the giveaway wrong. So I want to be in complete agreement with the Instagram's terms. I don't want to do anything like a follow for this because I've seen people get their accounts banned because of doing giveaways wrong. So I want to try to do it to where nobody gets hurt, and I want to keep it really simple, but I do want to optimize it also the most that we can. So
You
message
could
me on
do
that. What is
King
it?
Sumo. King Sumo. Have you heard of that?
Um,
Yes, yes. The
It's
it's like a website, right? And then you get
yeah,
there. It's like a lead generator.
it's a free app, and so you can, and they then you can upgrade if you want. But it's a way to do contests. It picks your winner. It advertises for you. Just check out King Sumo. If anybody ever wanted to do any giveaways, you decide the criteria. If you want them to follow you, if you want them to follow you on different platforms, if you want them to follow multiple people. Um, and then they each follow, they get an entry, one additional entrance into the contest. But King Sumo is a great way. It's very easy to set up a landing page for it. It takes probably 5 minutes if that, and that's a great one for everyone that wants to do a contest, and it's still within Instagram and Facebook terms and policies. But I would just check out that King Sumo app. It's free.
okay, I love that. I had no idea about that. I learned two things today from you. Oh, probably more, but Q5 and King Sumo. You always bring in so much value. But yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll set something like that up and we'll go from there. I think it'll be fun for everybody. So thank you guys for being here. I'll end the room right now. So see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye.
good week.
Great week, y'all.